What's going on, everybody? I want to go get something started. I don't really feel like doing any more fetch 'em quests right now. That sounds cool. Yeah, let's go look into taking this castle with Preston Garvey. I remember talking to him about this before, and I was like, okay, we'll get on that eventually. We'll go get that started. I see he's found him a nice quiet, well, I wouldn't call it quiet place back here away from everybody. Secure, though. Got his own personal turret and spotlight.
Do you think we're ready to retake the castle?
So what happened to this castle if it was so well fortified?
This was long before I joined up, but the story I heard was that some kind of monster came out of the sea and destroyed the fort. So, should I have an assault force assemble near the castle?
Yeah, let's do this.
We'll do some recon and meet you outside the castle. See you there.
Monster out of the sea, huh? What, like a Godzilla Mirelurk or something? Alright, well, I'll just let him get stuck on that wall there. Alright, where are we supposed to go with this? Let's see, where's the... Okay, that's main story stuff, I think. Oh, way down here. Alright. South Boston's Police Department. I've been kind of wanting to check that out, too. We've been following those Eddie Winter holotapes. Well, let's just kind of head in that direction, sort of. But you know what? First, I want to check out this this train station underneath the library. I have a feeling it's just a back door into the library, and that's all. But it does say all trains, and so I'm hoping that maybe it's a large subway station or terminal that will lead to other places. I love exploring these underground areas.
What? Who's there?
Take that. Gotta respect pipe gun, man. Alright, well, it was super mutants attacking the library, so I'm kind of guessing, yeah, this is probably just a back door. Oh, we'll see. I would love nothing better than to go down into one of these places and find a long tunnel leading off to a completely different area with the fewer number of loading screens and stuff that we found. Wow, they just threw all kinds of stuff in here, didn't they? It seems to me that there wouldn't be any problem creating an underground map as well. Although this is, what, I don't know, 3rd, 4th, 5th train station here, and so far it's just been little mini-maps. Basically little shooting galleries filled with some random kind of enemy. Oh, I hear one of those bomb things. I sure do. It's kind of a closed-in space to get stuck with a friggin' jihadist-ass super mutant trying to blow us all up. Let's see. Where's he at? Is that him? Probably. I want to shoot that bomb in his hand if I can.
Come on now.
Yep, there he is.
What's that?
Let's see. Boom! Take that.
Over the
It's gonna be your last mistake.
Get rid of him first. See ya. Oh, he had to move, didn't he?
Shit! Get down! Hope you make your peace. Normal for other journalists.
Nice. Alright, well, let's see. Might get some good stuff down here. They can't be all the super mutants, though. Looks like there's an area to explore down that way. Nice. Somebody's trying to get away with the goods. I find these big money bags. I assume somebody's trying to take their money with them, thinking that it's going to save them from the nuclear bombs. Not even down here, man. Not even down here. I'm gonna go ahead and collect some bones and stuff for my settlements too. Put up some of those raider poles with the skulls and stuff on them to frighten off, frighten off raiders and stuff. I don't know.
Keep it clean, Boston. Please dispose of food waste in the marked receptacles.
Well, this gun may not go through ammo quite as fast as the SMG, but close. I think this time, now that I've got County Crossing pretty well defended, at least I have a perimeter up where people can't just run up in there just any old way that they want to. Oh man, and can't wait to find one of those baby bombs in the carriage. Man, those used to creep me out in Fallout 3. But this time I think I'm going to go help Finch Farm out. Because if it's really just on the other side of that satellite array from where County Crossing is, honestly. And so if super mutants are going to come in like that, and they came in force, that was like I've said this before, that was a surprise to me. Just what an increase in difficulty it was. It's a pretty good challenge. Anyway, if they're going to attack County Crossing like that, they could just as easily attack Finch Farm too. So I want to go and get some walls up, whatever I can. In fact, with the people I sent to County Crossing, actually, County Crossing now has a couple more people than Finch Farm does. They're really small and right next to each other. I think I'm going to connect those two and have them share resources. Not that that's really going to make a whole lot of difference. But I think both of them are like caravan stopovers and all that. I guess the caravans really go to all the settlements as far as that goes. So it's probably a good idea to get at least one food and drink stand in each one, or something, some kind of commerce going.
Otherwise.
Some more than others. Be a good place to like hide a skill magazine back here or something if they wanted to. Alright, so you had a couple settlers or traders or whatever and thought they were safe down here, huh?
Yes.
I guess Piper's scouting ahead or something. Well, I don't see this leading anywhere either. Kind of a shame. I'm starting to get discouraged a little bit that there might actually be a subway station of any note. Yeah, if each one of them is just its own little individual sealed off cell.
Is currently closed.
Kind of curious why they put them in here at all. Honestly. Yeah, that's just a back door to the library. That's all this was. It was just a back door. Yeah, they could have just not bothered. Honestly, they could have just not bothered. I mean, it was fun exploring the first one, but honestly, only with it in mind that we might actually get to explore underground and find communities down here, packs of enemies, and raider strongholds and stuff. And they've been raider strongholds, but in and of themselves. Finding a vault in one was nice. That made sense. That was cool. But they need to connect some of these. They need to give us some area to just explore. And the whole creepiness factor, if nothing else. You know, if that's your thing, it's maybe not a place you have to go. But if you want to go explore underground and the old tunnels and see what's happened to the collapsed tunnels and, you know, derelict stations and stuff like that, then you should be able to. I don't really understand why they didn't. But maybe they did. Maybe I just haven't found it yet. And it would be all I've done is just chanced on the little small individual ones, and that there is a main system going. But I think if I were to find that, it would be right here on the mainland, you know, the central area where Boston proper actually is. So I don't know, like I say, just a little discouraged. It's not a real big knock on the game, but a little bit disappointing, if I'm going to be honest. What I would like to do is, I think I have a quest to go find something at this place called HalluciGen. We're not too far from it.
What was that? There you go.
Nice shot. It seems like I have a fetch and quest or something for HalluciGen. And it's kind of down here in this general area. We'll just sort of make our way vaguely towards where we're supposed to meet up with Preston Garvey to take back this castle or whatever. Apparently the Brotherhood's going to be busy downtown here. They're certainly not just sitting on their ass over there in that blimp. Their patrols are out here getting involved with the locals, so to speak. I hear a missile launcher.
We're not alone.
Oh, this building looks familiar. I've been here. We've already cleared this place out. I guess it's been a while since we've been here, but... Shit. Oh, nice shot. I'm telling you, she's making that shit count, man. Give her a scope on her 44 and she's just like Clover. And she just doesn't waste quite as much ammo. About the only difference. Man. I'm totally content with that. Completely. Alright, well, you know what? I would like to at least be able to walk down the street. There you go. I hope that's my Brotherhood buddies over there tearing their ass up from above. Okay, I remember this. There's a turret right there around the corner. There was a landmine here. Apparently the landmine's not going to respawn. I wouldn't mind having it, honestly.
Dead already.
I'm going to take the parts from this turret.
Now you paid for it.
Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to clear this whole building out again. There's one down. And a legendary over here, obviously. Bad shot. Even worse shot. Take that, though. Well, she stemmed. Still got her. Yeah, you can stem all you want with Piper popping you in your face. Yeah, you can Use as many stim packs as you feel like. It's not gonna do you any good. Ow! Oh, got it. Oh. Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. She sniped me. She sniped me. Nice shot. Okay, okay, okay. That was close. Yeah, that would have been one of those, oh, you thought you were a badass, huh? Kind of deaths, right? As you go sliding across the ground, missing your face, you know, or something. That's definitely, or your arm flying off. I need to heal up anyway.
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
Oh, well, I want what this legendary dropped over here. Sure hate to lose that. Man, there's snipers everywhere, huh?
Oh, I know you're here.
2 combat rifles. So heavy, man. I'm probably going to wind up dropping them anyway, honestly. We've still got a whole building to go explore, and I know there's going to be just tons of shit in there, so... Yeah, I'll be dropping some of this as we go. That's fine. You never know. Always keep in mind trying to sell some of this stuff. I'm thinking that if I'm not going to use a weapon, honestly, leave a lot of those weapons behind. The pipe guns really aren't worth anything. They don't weigh much. And the ones that are worth a little bit, they weigh like 17, 18 pounds sometimes. Like those snipers are ridiculous. Combat rifles, all that. So, I don't know. There is some advantage to pipe weapons just simply because they weigh about half as much as everything else. The damage isn't quite as good as some other weapons, sure enough. But they don't go through ammo quite as fast. They're decent. I mean, they work. And they're sure as hell a lot lighter. Yeah, weapons are... I mean, they definitely manage the weight well in this game, I'll say. I mean, as much as I'd love to be able to carry 1,000,000 of everything, I get it, you know, that there's a weight limit, and guns would be heavy. Call of Duty treats it the same way. You're not just going to walk around with 6 primary weapons. You're just not, you know. If you want to get around realistically, you're not going to be carrying, you know, a light machine gun and a minigun and a missile launcher and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, you know what? That raider can just sit up there on the roof for all I care. I'm not going to go through loading screens just to get up to the roof to shoot one raider in the face. Maybe we'll come back and get her later or something. I don't know.
What the hell was that?
Right. Apparently this is the HalluciGen building. I hear something. Well, it wasn't the landmine that was talking. Got more raiders nearby. Probably up at the top of this building or something. That's fine. So much to explore. I can't expect to see everything.
Disappearing act. Huh?
They're going at it over there, man. Seriously going at it. By the way, people, some good news. It's going to be a while. Maybe not too long. I may actually go start another generic character just to cover it. But I do have some builds. I finally think that I've pretty much narrowed it down. Got a pretty good grasp on what the equipment thing is.
Hey, shoot is bullshit.
The game's probably still going to surprise me with a lot of perks and things. Stuff, certain benefits you get from being with certain factions. There being bonuses for having maximum affinity with some of your followers and stuff. Piper gives me something, I think, because she idolizes me or something. So there's something there. And then, of course, romancing Piper. Well, you romance anybody, and as long as they're with you when you go to sleep, you get a XP boost from that. But I mean more like buffs and perks from having them with you. I forget what Piper's is specifically, but I think that they got that from New Vegas too. They had that. Boone and Edie and Veronica, they all gave you certain buffs, certain perks, certain thingies that they specialized in.
Leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building
What the hell?
immediately.
You walk into it. You can feel the gas, huh? Alright, well that's not cool. They're all gassed up and have lost their minds, huh? Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting this. Don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this.
Oh, you're still here? Is that it?
What are they fighting in here? They were going off on something when we walked in. Alright, I guess we'll find out.
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
Yeah, you think? The entire place is all fogged up. Wonder what it's gonna do to my character, man.
Something's out there.
Wow.
Get out of my head! Get out! Get out!
Oh, yeah, they've all lost it. Okay, so this gas has driven everybody crazy. We need to find out why they were even here, honestly.
If you need me to.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to carry something. Be sure about that. Elevator, I guess. I'm gonna look around a bit more.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building.
This is another thing that reminds me of Mass Effect. When you go on a mission on Mass Effect, you go in these buildings and there was always something going on. You know, and you'd hear the computerized voices coming over the intercom telling you things. Like, you know, the place was ready to explode, or there was something going on.
Nice.
Temperature extremes, the asteroid you were on is fixing to crash to a planet, something. And you could hear the voices like that. It's very similar.
Blue. Something's not right here.
You think? she had this epiphany, this revelation that something's not quite right here. Well, what tipped you off there, Piper? Maybe the gas filling the place, the fact that your lungs are burning, the fact that you're seeing shit, that you want to shoot me in my face for no reason? Maybe that might have something to do with it. I gotta say, I have been reminded of Mass Effect specifically enough times now that it's not coincidence.
Please evacuate the building immediately.
When Bethesda did their hiring, considering, well, they're working on Andromeda now, right? But considering Mass Effect was pretty much done, at least the original trilogy. Oh, we got a legendary something down there. I just heard a mutate. I know what that music means.
They left.
Come on. Take that! Weren't expecting that, were you? Damn, sneak damage is a son of a bitch. Nice. Freezing combat shotgun. Oh. Oh, that's pretty sexy. They completely lost it.
For you.
That's another legendary. Come on, Piper. That's kind of your fault. So you're not gonna let me out or in, huh? Alright, well.
Better than expected.
Nice shot, girl. Nice shot. Piper can redeem her troll-like behavior with good marksmanship. Alright, let's see what's going on here.
Yes.
Nice. Evacuate the building immediately. Activate current prototype of a suppressor. Wonder what that
A
is.
chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building.
Current prototype details. Suppressor. Non-lethal target suppression via electrical discharge. Okay. Oh. That thing. Let's see. HalluciGen gas. Grenade explosion, traumatic adrenal gland rupture, resulting in hallucination, erratic behavior, increased aggression, frenzy. Okay. So, well, we know what gas everyone's been breathing in here. Subjects suffer lethal doses of radiation, biochemical contaminants, neutral. Let's see. Eradicator.
Please evacuate the building.
Some kind of nuclear something or another. Okay, well. Everything on the main menu deleted. This is in control of the... Ow! Okay. I'll turn that off. Turn it off. Okay, so the Brotherhood gets in there and wipes everything. Maybe there's some stuff I want to read. Or maybe it's not an issue. I wonder if I'm... Okay, so that's convenient stuff. I don't have any problems picking locks, and if I do, I just get more lockpicks. That's... I'll probably wind up dropping that stuff anyway, but we'll go ahead and grab it for now. It's something I can give my settlers.
Repeat. A chemical
There we go.
leak has been detected.
Nice.
Please evacuate the building immediately.
I'll always take a magazine, even if it doesn't apply to what I'm doing. It doesn't really matter. Still free.
Who's there? Come around the side.
That's it.
I don't want to talk. You're on there, Blue.
I wonder if she would have talked to me through that window. She'd have been semi-friendly or something. I wonder if the Gunners are a faction that there's any way in the game that you can deal with them.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building.
I doubt it, because who is it? One of you guys made the point that they're basically like the Talon Company in this, and yeah, I would agree with that. In fact, their description is the same as the Talon Company's description in Fallout 3. It would make sense that you would have that ruthless mercs, you know, hired on for whatever. The more brutal, the better type of thing, because that's the type of people they hire on. So, you know what? If you could deal with them, screw it. They're assholes anyway, so really, I'd rather just deal with them this way. Get rid of them as we go. Keeping in mind all the steel and wood and stuff for the Finch farm.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building.
Those picture frames are actually pretty heavy, and I think it's just for like one piece
Don't
of
mind the
wood.
clutter.
She's already full. Really? Seriously? Alright, well, let's see if I can pawn off any of this junk. You know what? I've got a combat rifle that I can tinker with back at Sanctuary. I don't need any more except to sell, and it's really not worth carrying them around weighing 15, 20 pounds apiece. I think that'll be probably some of the next stuff that I drop. See, I want these for my settlers.
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected.
Certainly don't need that.
Please evacuate the building immediately.
See, that only weighs like 6 pounds. A sniper with an extra large mag only weighs like 6 pounds. I'd like to keep the laser rifles too. I don't know. I'll make those hard choices later. Come on. So much for that. So I could set these guys free and let them walk around a little bit.
That's it.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
All right. Well, each one of these gunners is dropping ammo. Totally cool with that. Different kinds and stuff, but I'll use it regardless. I've been saving my Nuka-Colas. I don't think I've drank a Nuka-Cola yet. I don't know why I'm saving them. I just am. Gotta take hot plates, circuitry and stuff. Gotta have it.
Please evacuate the building.
Protect and serve.
Do it again! Again! Kill them all!
Bugs. Bugs, kill them all. They see each other as insects and stuff. Right, so apparently the gas and that electric device
Detected. Beginning search.
and whatever that radiation thing that they were talking about and whatever, all these were supposed to be non-lethal crowd suppression,
All
right?
clear.
Gone awry.
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
Okay, these guns that I'm finding that have all these attachments, muzzled and suppressed and marksman stuff, each word relates to a particular attachment. If you see a night vision gun, that means it has a night vision scope of some form on it and all that. So if you're looking for a particular attachment, it can be found. It doesn't have to be made.
Lost him.
Oh, wow. Might have to physically make a really cheap attachment to replace it on that gun so I can get that particular mod in my inventory. But then by all appearances' sake, so far from what I've seen,
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
contrary to what I thought before, you can now put a mod on a gun even if you don't have the skill to make that mod.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building.
Talked about that a bit in I think the last video or the one before that, but anyway, just seeing the wide variety of stuff you can find on these guns, I've come across everything. I mean, everything you can think of. Some are probably going to be more rare, like, you know, high-end hunting rifles, snipers, coming across one that's actually already suppressed. Now, that'd probably be a real good find, but then that would put some fun in the loot system, is looking for that one gun that has that one attachment that you really need. And not giving in and spending perk points that you don't have to, that you could very easily invest into something else and then save those perk points and then wait for the gun that you're looking for, and until you find it, you have to run around basically with whatever you've got.
Evacuate
You know?
the building.
Or maybe you could buy something, get enough cabs together and buy a particular gun from a merchant,
Security lockdown is now in effect.
one that already has everything on it that you want, even if it costs you 20 grand or something. But you may be able to do that, and so you don't
Chambers and await further instructions from your
have to
lab
spend those
attendant.
points. Factored all that stuff in. Before I do finalize actually making a build video, I want to be positive on that, is that there's a way, because I'll be covering, really, the build videos, it's going to be one of two things. It's basically two basic starting special foundations upon which to build depending on your playstyle. Oh, that was a fail. I wonder if sprinting can give you an extra little jump boost. Let's try that real quick, actually.
Evacuate the building.
Sure can. Nice. Jump mechanics are nice in this game. Very smooth, very smooth. A lot like, well, Call of Duty, actually. Or one of those type of games.
What?
What's
Welcome
this?
to the HalluciGen Labs observation area. Please step up to the windows for a demonstration of our products in development.
Wow, no matches on either one? You serious? Two completely different words, huh? That actually ought to make it easier. Nothing in... Wow, three with no matches. That's crazy.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building.
It's not,
Through.
yeah, that's not like any of those three words. Wow. It's crazy not to get a single match off three completely different words. When malfunctions occur, trigger a different demonstration to switch focus. Okay. So this is where they show off their innovations to investors.
The security lockdown.
And
has
apparently
ended.
something went wrong with
Please
everything
evacuate the building in an orderly
that they came up with. Let's see.
HalluciGen gas. Reliable crowd control since 2055. HalluciGen gas can stop a riot faster than any other product on the market, and without the messy side effects of our competitors' offerings.
Okay, so it's supposed to stop a riot, but it actually creates one.
Unpredictable sensory experiences may result. Subjects exposed to high dosages may suffer catastrophic adrenal failure.
I like those little disclaimers.
HalluciGen's dispersant is ideal for peacefully clearing an area of civilians. HalluciGen is not responsible for any damage, injury, or loss of life sustained in mass panics that may or may not result from the use of dispersant.
Wow.
Criminal scum? Don't get a gun. Try HalluciGen Suppressor, a safe, reliable, and effective way to paralyze even armored targets. Side effects may include the partial and/or complete paralysis of the user, bystanders, small animals, and/or large animals. Discretion is advised.
Oh, these crowd control devices, they're just completely lethal.
Is a new advance in the field of stealth technology, capable of doing away with cumbersome personal generators forever. Some subjects may become inaudible and/or intangible. Effects may be permanent. Further research is ongoing.
Wow.
HalluciGen's Eradicator provides your forces with a state-of-the-art field decontamination solution. Small amounts of residual radiation may persist in the affected area. Dosage subject to change pending safety evaluations.
Residual radiation may persist. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if we get down there. Oh man, this is what I love about Fallout, just
Davey,
period.
Davey, what are you doing here? You're dead. You're dead.
What was that?
That was bad.
Bugs. Bugs.
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
Bugs.
Oh man. Yep, here come the hard choices. What do I want to get rid of? Well, these weigh 8 pounds apiece. There's nothing really special about them. They're kind of a dime a dozen anyway.
You can't get away from the gas.
Please evacuate the building.
Davy? Davy, what are you doing here? You're dead! You're dead!
That's Piper.
Bugs! Bugs, 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 bugs! No! Stop it! You can't get away! You can't get away!
Hey,
You aren't real! You aren't real!
No, I think he's too far gone. Bye. Pieces of crap.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building.
Oh, shit. Pick one thing up, drop another. You know, actually, these things right here. I want to keep the laser rifles. Laser pistols, you know. They're kind of a dime a dozen, too. I'm sure even more so now as the game progresses.
sweet.
You sure know your way around a bobby pin.
You like that, do you, Piper?
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
Oh, I gotta have the cement. Damn it. Alright, let's see. Let's get rid of all of them, that's fine. Gives me a little bit of leeway. I know, I could have done that at first, but I'd like to keep as much of it behind as possible. I could always take a camera or something to increase my carry weight, too. Probably gonna wind up doing that anyway.
Nice.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building.
Anyway, back to character builds. May get on that sooner than later. It's one of my favorite things about the RPGs is the whole build thing. One of the big things that I really enjoy and stuff. And I've got a couple really good ideas. I think
I'm in.
it's always in mind. I try to keep a couple things in mind with Fallout games specifically. And it doesn't really apply to Elder Scrolls games. You know, I'm talking about Bethesda games here. Because with Elder Scrolls was never really related on skills. As well, I mean, Oblivion sort of, in a way. Skills would unlock certain abilities later and stuff, but they were just going to happen as you did stuff. In Skyrim, they even simplified that even more, so really doesn't relate too much to that. But with like Fallout 3 and stuff, builds aren't necessarily rocket science, but to have an edge earlier in the game and keep a build in mind that allows for, this is what I factor in, survivability, right? Regardless of your skill. If you're a really, really skilled player that knows how to stay out of trouble, or you're one of those that, well, you just kind of push your stick in one direction and hope for the best, hold your trigger down and hope you kill them before they kill you type thing, and everybody in between, right? And so, you know, because each person's going to enjoy the game, and some people are better at some things than others, and whatever, right? Oh, wow. Oh, that's not a good idea. Okay. Don't do that. What the hell? Can I burn that shit off? Let me see real quick. Blow the painting off the wall. No, it looks like it's still there.
A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
Looks like we have a back door here. Is this safe? I think I see a terminal right there too. Okay. you can't even get close to the window. Okay, I can't see what I'm doing here. Well, I hope there's not a whole bunch of options on what to do here. Hope I don't want to blowing myself up or something. Shit, well. Just smash on buttons and hope for the best. Like Strong when he's messing with the computer. Just poking the buttons. What does this do? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I try to factor that in. Survivability. And then obviously combat effectiveness is you wanna maximize
A chemical leak has been
as best you
detected.
can, you know, the damage you're doing and stuff with a
Evacuate the
particular
building.
weapon and stuff.
Yes.
But what special stats, specifically because special is like the main mechanic with you know, the Fallout builds, what special stats can apply to everybody? What blanket stats can cover all builds? Start from there and then you fine tune. Like with Fallout 3, you had a certain, like you had really, from what I saw, you had one basic. Oh, I figured there'd be one of these guys here somewhere. Hitting him. Where the fuck did he go? What the hell? See where he's shooting from. Was he stealthed out? I think he's stealthed out. Oh shit. I don't want to get hit by that thing either.
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
Repeat, a chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate
Still
the
in one
building.
piece.
Oh yeah, he was stealth boyed or something. Okay, nice shot. Well, it was nice that Piper could see him. Piper wasn't trying to hear that bullshit. She's like, "Nuh-uh. You're not getting away from me." Awesome, man. Piper's just, man, she's the shit. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with her as a follower. Very, very much so. Very cool. She hasn't even trolled me all that often. She still trolls me sometimes, but not so much that I can't forgive her. Ruptured HalluciGen gas canisters. Well, we see where a lot of this gas came from, right? This isn't all the gas in the building, though. I think a lot of that shit was coming out of the pipes and all that stuff, too. They're ready to manufacture a bunch of this junk. I'll take that. But yeah, you had, in Fallout 3, you had a certain base special thing to work off of. Then you pick the obvious perks which fine-tuned your build. Like, there was a special build that could apply to absolutely everything.
Repeat,
It would cover
a
all the
chemical
bases.
leak has been
And then
detected.
on top of
Please
not just
evacuate
fighting,
the building immediately.
you have survivability, then you have fighting, but then on top of that, you factor in the roleplay ability of a build. Now, there was ways to, you know, most RPGs you can come up with a glass cannon build, which is where if you know how to avoid taking hits, right, you can maximize your damage, and basically you hit really hard, but you just can't take any, you're just not tanky at all. You know, 1 or 2 bullets can take you out type of thing, but you can really maximize your DPS. Rather than lean towards that, I assume that really only applies to a very small percentage of players, right? Now, if I wanted to specifically make a glass cannon build, you know, you could do that, right? But when I come up with a quote-unquote, and I put this in heavy quotes, perfect build, the idea is to cover everything. The idea is to cover survivability, combat ability, and roleplay ability. Meaning you want to be able to pass your speech checks, pick your locks, hack computers, read the story, talk to NPCs, get the special quests, get the special items. You know, get a key from somebody that you need to get a key from, or a little note, or a little hint towards something that sends you off to a special location that you wouldn't ever otherwise find. You know, stuff like that. And so at least the ability to pass that stuff. You still may have to tweak your build a little bit with some chems to raise, say, your charisma or your intelligence at certain points. And as you become familiar with the game, you'll learn, you know, certain NPCs when you talk to them, what's going to be required. Stuff like that. New Vegas was big about that. There were certain NPCs where you had to have a minimum of stuff. I think like Private Betsy, for example, at Camp McCarran in New Vegas. I think you had to have a minimum charisma of 3 to pass a basic speech check to get her to go find psychological treatment, help. And then you could buff that with,
has been detected.
mentats or whiskey or moonshine or anything that could like raise your charisma and stuff, and get it to a natural or get it to an unnatural level where you could pass like a higher speech check type of thing. But you had to have a bare minimum. You had to have a charisma of 3, if I recall. That was if it was any lower than that, it didn't matter what you could buff it all the way up to 10 or higher, and it wouldn't matter. You could not pass that speech. So keeping stuff like that in mind, well, if it weren't for just that one or two things, that's probably points I would take out of that and put into something else. But anyway, so it comes from having played and then experiencing and saying, okay, well, you're going to run into this, you're going to run into this, you're going to run into this. And so for that one player who doesn't want to miss this, I have to factor that into the build. And so if you wonder why it's not like, well, dude, you could do a little more damage with this. Well, dude, why didn't you put 1 or 2 more points into this? It's, well, at some point in any RPG, at least any self-respecting RPG, you have to make some sacrifices at some point. At least early on, you're going to have to give up something to get something else you want. And so, you know, you don't start the game with 70 special points. You just don't. And so there has to be decisions. So it's like factoring in all those things, what build covers everybody? What build can anyone go to and say, okay, I can start with this and then tweak it from there? And with this, without skills to fine-tune your build, now the perks are built into the special tree, but it's still pretty similar. Instead of investing points into something, basically it's putting a point into a particular perk, basically makes up for 10 or 20 or 30 points into a particular skill, right? But leaving some skills completely unattended, or getting some of the perks from having some skills without having to really invest in those skills and that type of thing. So it's a different leveling system. It's cool. I like it. It does require you to make more sacrifices early on. The limited special points you start with, all those sexy perks you see way up in the special tree, you're either going to have to spend some points to raise your special stats or do without some stuff, or both, you know. And so I love that. I love that. It makes you think. And so I've given it some thought, and I've come up with some things that I like. And I've factored in several playstyles. And so probably what I'll do is I'll do a build, but then I'll put a disclaimer on that. Is this is good for this style of play, and then this is good for that style of play. And I don't mean like melee, small guns, big guns, energy weapons type of thing. I mean different styles of play, as in how you like to go around and what you habitually do as you fight. For example, do you use VATS all the time, or do you almost use it not at all? I use it sometimes, but I like the shooting mechanics so much here, is I don't really lean heavily. You don't see me pulling off a lot of criticals and stuff, because honestly don't think about it very much. And I'm sorry, I forgot why I was even here in the first place. I went back in and I found this room and noticed my little quest marker right there. I was supposed to find this gun. I think it was some scavengers. Oh, wow. She's pretty beefy for a friggin' pirate. Take that and that, bitch. I found a note on a scavenger, or a note on somebody, and it said, hey, there was this pipe bolt action pistol, such and such. I found where it's at, and keep it a secret, and we'll figure out what we're going to do with it, or something. Anyway, this is where it was at. Apparently, I had completely missed coming up to this office anyway. Just thought we could take a look at this. Senior staff review third quarter financials. Subjects protocol, ethics review board.
A chemical leak has been detected.
Well, considering all their products were bad, I don't know where they got funding or how they managed to keep funding for all that stuff. Considering everything they made was toxic or lethal. Just another story of failed science, right? Failed science. Isn't that really what it boils down to? A lot? Failed science, people thinking they're higher learning, and all it does is just gets a bunch of people killed just that much faster. It's really all it.
Got it.
I'll take all that stuff. Sure. All right, so there's the gun we were looking for. Yeah, see, completed, recover the pipe bolt action from HalluciGen. Okay, yeah, we came here and looted the building and then totally forgot why we were here. I didn't find a whole lot else while I was here. I just thought I would cover this, so I won't suffer you through me going back through and poking my nose in every corner that I missed. But yeah, there's still stuff here. Stuff I would like to take back to Finch Farm. But anyway, all right, so let's get out of here. Sorry about that. And let's head to the farm and let's go put some stuff up and see if we can't build some more walls. And yeah, realizing that now that we're at higher levels, the attacks on farms are real. They're not just half-stepping with 2 or 3 raiders coming in with pipe pistols. Now it's packs of mutant enforcers, and who knows what the raiders and gunners are going to come up with and what have you. Or if we get a pack of nothing but ghoul reavers and glowing ones, overwhelming. Yeah, who knows? So not really sure what to expect here. I'm going to go ahead. I'd rather be ready. Alright, so we will go back over to Finch Farm. We will drop our stuff off. And yeah, well, this place is wide open too. This is even more wide open than County Crossing was. So I need to do something about this. I think I'm going to tighten it up and get this as a kind of like little sealed group cluster of buildings here that people can fall back to. One way in, one way out, and then kind of funnel any enemies this way. All right, and we'll get back to heading towards the castle for the Minutemen or something on the next one. I don't know. Figure it out when we get there. If you want to subscribe, click that button up top. For the rest of this Let's Play, click the image in the middle. It should send you straight to the playlist. Y'all take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.